Welcome back to the blog. Today is 279 days without gambling. I'm recording these videos. I don't know if I'll ever release any of them, but this is in a series of the videos that I'm doing. I think it's a very important subject. Actually, I feel anybody that gambles oftentimes when they lose are met with instant regret. So, casinos are virtually worthless. They're just there to con you out of your money in some alluring fashion. Oh, check out our nice hotels. Check out these, amenities. You'll live in luxury, sit by the pool carelessly, and gamble at nighttime, right? That's a vacation. They try to pass that off as a vacation. When, if you gamble, it is anything but a vacation. Stress on the bankroll. It's hard to have fun if you're, of course, losing because you're paying for the Vegas experience on top of that. Unless you're being comped some amount, right? Unless you're comped for staying there, which, it's not too hard to do. I paid for some rooms in Vegas, but I've had a good amount of comps as well. But this video I really want to focus on because, of course, I've gambled ever since I was 21. And basically, the plans that I make oftentimes are plans to go to the casino. Where to go? Where are the casinos? What kind of action they have there? Blackjack, sports betting, poker, video poker. This evaluation happens. But it's interesting because, of course, you don't detect these type of things until you're 279 days without even gambling. It's been a different experience. It's been a very different experience. It's been very good. I do not feel like, oh my God, I want to go bet or gamble. I feel mostly okay with that. I will say it's a little bit like, I'm there waiting for the magic to happen. Really, that's what it feels like a little bit. Like I'm like, so what's it supposed to be like? What's life supposed to be like? I'm just trying to describe it for you. Playing poker all the years I have, I've certainly met, a good amount of fellow gamblers. I will say that I have strong views on the whole gambling thing in general. I do think to be fair to both sides. I do think that it's not an addiction in the sense of like drugs. However, that it's changed my life, and I'm hoping to, there just really isn't any good reason to go into a casino with money. Really. Granted, I feel like life can become boring, but in general, I would say that. Sorry, I'm choking to death when I start talking, believe it or not. It's difficult when you're, of course, on camera. The camera's rolling. You're choking. You know you're choking. You're trying to talk. Yes, I get your argument that I should turn off the camera. That's right. I should, but also you should just keep talking. I mean, really. It's kind of a work through it, play through the injury. All right. It is the day before New Year's, as it turns out. Normally, I would be swearing off no gambling. And I bet that most gamblers out there feel the same way. Every time you go gamble, like I said, instant regret. It really is instant regret. And of course, in most cases, you lose too much. And it hurts in all capacity. I mean, to be without that money, right? You worked or whatever you did to come up with the money, borrowed, and then now lost. So you have to, make it all up. I guess that's today's video. Again, these are a series of videos. I actually don't know if these will ever go for release. I just don't know. I hope so. I hope so. I sure hope that these can help, somebody. Met a few friends, of course, that gamble. We stay in touch a lot. We talk a lot about it. Every single one of them want to quit. Every single one. And really not to, again, kind of, expose, the people, but, and I'm not going to, but it's safe to say that, like, every single one of them, it's hard to know that anybody is, again, that word, addicted to gambling. I don't believe it's much of an addiction like drugs. I think it's more of addiction, kind of like a, some sort of greed-backed situation. Because, I mean, it's, you could go in a couple $100, which I've done several times, and bang, win some money. Or lose some money. the main goal, what I hope to accomplish is really, it's a huge subject. It's a huge subject. This whole situation, the thing I love to encounter is, it took a year off, you know, decide not to play, try something different, for sure, you know. Will I ever be able to completely, like, oh, I used to do that? Like, I don't surf anymore. And rightly, like, you don't see me paddling out, really, because it's like, number one, I don't want to be in the cold water. I mean, and I'll tell you something about this on that note. I will say that I've just kind of grown further from the idea. Like poker, I will say that there is something to, like, I on a vlog that I listened to about a poker player that quit playing poker. I kind of knew the guy a little bit. When you play these tournaments, oftentimes you play with some of the same players a lot. But, he completely quit, and he says, well, everybody quits. There's not like, there's only a very few people that make it very long, because, the wife leaves something, over the situation. And from top to bottom, there's not a whole lot of glitz and glamour when it comes to your gambling, because you indeed are on the losing side. All of them. And many of them are, other than poker, the plans and what I used to do to play poker is pretty wild too. I mean, I would drive a couple hours to the casino. Total fucking waste of my time. Total fucking waste of my time. It's not actually, and again, just kind of to help people out there. I thought I was doing something, on the cutting edge, playing poker. It certainly had its better days. The game is certainly less beatable now. So significant, landscapes and the whole gambling, thing has changed, and that's really kind of where I feel like most of this from. Most of this is coming from. I, don't necessarily feel that motivated about taking money into the casino anymore. I can't say that. I've took a lot of whippings, a lot of beatings. I'm getting older. I'm feeling like should have done a little more savings for retirement. I definitely should have saved, $5, $10, $20 a week. Would have not affected any of the outcome with all the gambling. 5, 10 would have been a big benefit down the road. Make some more investments. If nothing else, every time I win some money, put it in an account somewhere and never touch it. So, I don't know. Rambling on. Maybe I'll release this video in segments. I don't know. Right. I'm excited about 2023. I feel like I got two, difficult months coming up. Um, it's challenging times. So see what happens.